Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell from the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga, and I'm glad you've joined us today. Before we get started, I'd like to thank TV47, especially Chris and all the other people who help us put on our program. We certainly appreciate it. Today, Janie Giddens and Patrick McDonald are joining me from SDPAC, or Southern Dance Performing Arts Company, the musical theater part, and we're talking about the upcoming production of Harvey. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you so
Great,
much.
great. I know y'all each been on several, or you've been on a couple of times, and Patrick's been on several times, but I will go ahead and ask, tell about yourself and what is your part in this next production?
Janie?
Well, I'm Janie Giddens. I've grown up, lived in Childersburg and Sylacauga area my entire life. I taught school here, and now I'm a retired school teacher, and I play the part of Vita Louise Simmons, who is the sister of Elwood Dowd.
You're retired, but you're still very busy.
Yes, yes,
That's
true.
great. And Patrick?
And I'm Patrick McDonald. I'm actually directing the play, and I'm playing one of the supporting characters in the show as well.
You get to be in it as
I
well
do.
as direct it. Is that hard?
It's hard without mirrors and without a really good assistant director.
Oh my goodness! We'll get into who that is and everything. But there is a poster. It is Harvey by Mary Chase. The performances are. You want to tell that? October?
Yeah, performances, we open on the 19th of October, and we go the 19th, 20th, and 21st, and then skip to the next weekend, and we go the 27th and 28th the next weekend. All the performances are at 7 o'clock p.m., except the last one. That last Saturday, we'll be having a 2 o'clock matinee. All the performances are at B.B. Comer High School Auditorium.
Good, good. How can we get tickets?
Go to sdpac.net. That's the easiest way to go. You can click on a link and choose the day that you want to come to the show. They're $15 for all seats. If you are just a complete technophobe or have dropped your phone and broken it and just, well, I don't know how you called in, borrow somebody else's phone.
Yeah.
Call 256-245-1669 and talk to somebody at Southern Dance and Performing Arts. They'll get you signed up.
It's very easy. I bought them online. I can tell you, it's very easy. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know a lot about Harvey. I've done some reading before we came. Tell me about the play, Harvey. What is it about, without giving away anything?
Okay, I'll begin. It's about a man who has, for a best friend, a 6.5-foot invisible white rabbit. That goes everywhere with him. Nobody else can see the rabbit, and so it's a comedy of mistaken identities. They try to get him committed into sanitarium, psychiatric hospital, and just all kinds of hilarity ensues as things just kind of go into chaos.
That sounds fun.
It is.
And you play
The sister of Elwood, who is the gentleman who sees the white rabbit. I'm the one trying to get him committed.
Oh, okay.
So I can take over his estate.
Oh, ulterior motive
Oh,
there.
slightly, yes.
But he does have an imaginary friend, which I did as a child, but not as an adult. I can
I'm
see.
not real sure he's totally imaginary. No.
Oh, okay. Well, that is pretty
That's
cool.
for the audience to decide.
That's true.
Oh, okay. So, well, I won't ask you, is there a real rabbit? I won't ask. I guess I need to wait and see.
All I can tell you is we had a lot of people who wanted to audition for it.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And you will never see a 6.5-foot tall white rabbit on the stage. You will never see one.
Oh, okay.
Because
But
he's invisible.
that's true. So how can we see him? That's perfect. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
But is this a comedy, or it's not a musical, I think?
It is not
No.
a musical, thank goodness.
How?
Yeah, I love musicals, but we didn't have the musical amount of time to get all that prepped up. But we've got, this is a comedy. It really is what could be called a comedy of errors or farce, where it kind of makes fun of things and makes fun of people who are doing, are stilted in who they are, and kind of brings them down low. And so you really see a lot of that comedy as we're going through.
But there is a message.
There is
isn't
a huge message, yes.
Oh, what is that?
It is, basically, it's every character has to deal with this white rabbit that you never see. And so it is how to understand people who see things differently than you, how to relate to them, how to deal with them, even when you don't understand where they're coming from. Wow. And so it's a great message for adults and children alike.
Right, okay. Well, I know we were talking about, this also goes into the schools, doesn't it? Yes. What grades will you think?
Go ahead.
Probably junior high and high school more so than, and of course college students would
Sure.
enjoy it a lot. It is very, like Patrick was saying, there's a lot of moral lessons involved. Some of the comedy might go over the heads of the elementary children, but I think they would laugh. I think they would think a lot of it is funny.
Yes.
But I think a junior high and high school students would certainly learn a lot more from it. And messages of anti-bullying and acceptance and things like that we all need.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We do. Now, you said there is a study guide, I believe, that goes with this for teachers?
For any of the classroom teachers, there's a study guide that goes along with the Alabama State requirements for each of the subjects in school. So there are footnotes to show you where those requirements fall in and how things in the play and activities and questions and opportunities that the students would have to debrief on what they saw on the stage.
Okay. How can someone get that study guide?
Just give SDPAC a call. We can email it over to them. It's a PDF, so we'll just allow you to print it out and use as many as you like.
And that's so nice. I know I always say this every time you're on. I think it's so nice for students to see live theater. That's not something everybody has a chance to see unless you travel somewhere. But for you and other places here that do performances, that is wonderful. There's nothing like live theater.
Very true.
I think so. That'll be fun. And you are there mostly grown-ups in the play? Do you have any children, or is it mostly adults that are in the production?
Probably our youngest is around 13,
Right.
something like that. But then there are some of us who are a little older than that.
A little bit older. I'm right there with you,
My
Janie.
son and his wife are both involved in the show as well.
So you're, except for your husband, I'm sure he does a lot behind the scenes.
Well, he's at home taking care of keeping the home fires burning and taking care of things.
And there has to be somebody to do
yes,
that, I know. But that's
definitely.
great that your family, I know, has always been heavily involved.
Yes, yeah. For this one, it's pretty much my wife and I who are involved in the show directly. But I think we're gearing up for the next show to have more involved on that one.
All right, that's great. Well, listen, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Patrick and Janie.
The Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center offers the senior citizens in the Sylacauga and surrounding areas lots of fantastic activities throughout the week. Sewing, ladies bridge, quilting, game-o-rama, ceramic classes, bingo, travel club, and lots more. It's all at the Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center located next to the J. Craig Smith Community Center in Sylacauga. Don't spend any more time alone. Get out, make new friends, and have fun.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Connection. I'm talking with Patrick McDonald and Janie Giddens. They are part of Harvey, which is a production put on by Southern Dance and Performing Arts Company. And we'll tell again, it is October
19th, 20th, 21st, 27th, and 28th. at B.B. Comer High School Auditorium.
All right, 7 p.m. except for the 28th. That's
Yes.
a Saturday afternoon. That's good. And get your tickets at sdpac.net.
.net.
That's right. It's very easy to do. All right, Janie, you and I were just talking about learning lines. I know you said this cast is about how many people? About 13,
Yeah,
maybe.
13.
And you mentioned, because I said, well, I guess if you have a smaller cast, you have more lines to learn. And also, there are no songs
Right.
to take the time, so many more lines.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Yes, and this is rather tricky. The paragraph lines are not nearly as difficult to learn as the little one-liners that go in between, and remembering which one is which and where it goes, because a lot of this is not so conversational as it is just crazy, and you just throw in a lot of things that are off the wall kind of stuff. So.
Wow. And you have to get ready to do this, to play with
amp up.
Sister.
Yes.
Yes. I bet you can do that, though. You're a wonderful actress. I've seen you in
Well, I do get really excited, and that's kind of fun.
Oh, that is fun. Now, you had tryouts for this back several months ago. Yes, or
Back at the end of August.
end of August. Okay. And that, I know lots of people try out, and sometimes I bet you have parts that you think, oh, I bet this person would be great for it. But everybody tries out. Everybody gets a chance. So that's wonderful. How
Yeah,
fun.
sometimes you think, as they're walking in, they would fit this role well. A lot of the way we choose plays is making sure that we are going to be able to cast it. Because if I put 25 adult actors on stage or something like that, we don't have that kind of cast built up yet. So we do choose them so that we are able to cast them.
How fun. Now, do you have some lines too in this? You said you play a part?
Yes, I do.
Uh-oh.
And it is the first time I'd been on stage in quite a while was this last summer, and I'm discovering how much harder it is now to memorize.
Right. The older we get, the more difficult our memorization skills.
That's true.
How much we lose.
But being director, it's probably good for you to get on stage every once in a while.
It is.
Although you've been in lots of productions.
I have, and it's a fun part to play because I get humiliated too. So it's a fabulous role.
How fun. What about props and costumes, makeup, things like that?
Well, this one is fairly simple. We're only in 2 sets, and they'll stay on stage the entire time. Half the stage will be one side, and the other side is the other set. So we'll just go back and forth with lighting and such. Costumes, it all takes place in one day, so there's very little costume changing.
That's great.
I think I may be one of the only characters who actually changes clothes during it.
In one day?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
goodness.
It's all one day. So so that's a little different, from one where you have to come up with several different costumes.
Yeah. But I know you have a lot of help with all of that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We have some wonderful ladies involved.
Yeah, Roxanne Parrish is assistant director for the show, and she is doing a great job. Even I've had to miss a couple of rehearsals for sickness and other things, so she steps in and keeps the rehearsals going, keeps the process moving forward. Delora Rayfield is handling our costumes, and she and Roxanne are collaborating on props as necessary. Ali Etris is assistant stage manager for the show, and I cannot get out of here without mentioning the incredible debt we owe Rob Blanchard, who is building our set for us, and he is so fabulous and is really a joy to work with.
It really is.
That's great. And I know some of the other ladies you mentioned have been with you for several years.
Yes.
That's great that you've built a core group of people who work a lot. And then you're adding new, and kids grow up and graduate and then come
get
back
married.
and get married and come back. Yes, you might come
Sometimes
back.
they meet their love of their life in a show.
No, I was going to say, you could do that. Beauty and the Beast did end up getting married.
Yes,
That was so
yes.
fun, yeah. Well, now, we talked about the script. You don't just download a script, print it, and put on the production, right? What goes on?
Right. We we buy the scripts typically. Sometimes we rent them, like for musicals and things like that. But we have to actually license these. We have to pay money to the companies who own the rights for them. Anybody can buy a script and read the script privately just for the cost of buying the script. But for somebody who wants to perform it for people, you have to license it. And there are other rules that you have to follow in doing that, so that we're contractually obligated along the way for a lot of this.
All right. And I know you sell tickets and things like that, but then you also write grants, or somebody in your group writes grants.
Miss Amy writes most of them, but yeah, we for the third year in a row we've gotten the Alabama State Council for the Arts grant that is a matching grant. That's what I probably have not brought out significantly on previous times. It is a matching grant, so it matches the other grants that we bring in. So we are still looking for sponsors, local sponsors, for our next season, and you can give them a call at SDPAC at 256-245-1669 and talk with them about sponsorship opportunities. There are different levels and different tiers and different levels of recognition, but we appreciate all of our sponsors, and it's an investment in people like Janie and the folks that go on the stage.
Right, that's right. And I know it's all printed in a beautiful program. I know it's always so pretty every time, so recognize, most certainly. Let's see, how do you get the word out about productions? About what you're doing, about auditions, about performances?
Well, your show helps a lot.
We're part of it.
We've also had some radio spots, and Patrick has gone on several different local area things to talk about it. Facebook helps a lot.
Yes.
Word of mouth is great.
Yes.
Posters and signs that we can put up in different locations help too. So we've had people walk into shows who just happened to see the poster hanging in a restaurant somewhere and said, that looks like fun, I think I'll go.
Yeah.
So, just various ways.
Well, I usually see about it on Facebook, I guess, or, I know what production is coming up, or maybe some of you highlight some of the kids or the folks that are in it, so that's always really nice. It's nice to see your friends from town in a production.
This year we've got a really unique opportunity because the historical trail is coming through town at the time we're going to be performing. We're really hoping that we get a lot of those folks coming in to come see the show.
That's right. That is exciting. We're excited about that coming up.
Yes.
We're getting ready at the library too. Well, I'll tell you, we'll pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Patrick and Janie.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
Great. What am I going to do now?
Time to visit Brown's Auto Collision.
No problem at all. We've contacted your insurance company and we can get you back into original condition right away. And I just want to remind you that all of our work is covered by a lifetime warranty. We're done.
Wow, that was easy and looks great.
Brown's Auto Collision.
Where quality is no accident.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Library Connection. I'm talking with Patrick McDonald and Janie Giddens, and we're talking about Southern Dance and Performing Arts Company, which I should say SAFE's Southern Dance and Performing Arts Company. I don't want to leave them out. Their production of Harvey, which is something, I had heard the movie about it or about the play, but I didn't really know much about it. This is based on a book. It's not, it's not based on a book.
Right.
All right, and that's a little bit different from what you normally do.
It is. It was originally written as a play, opened in November of 1944, and won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama the very next year.
Oh my goodness.
So it is a Pulitzer Prize winning play. One of the really fun things about it is it's very nostalgic. You're going to see things, if you're my age, you see things you remember from your childhood. If you're somebody who's in grade school right now, you'll see things that your grandparents remember.
Right.
But it is a fun step into basically a period that we have not explored on stage before, and it's a lot of fun to play in that era.
Good. And this is set in what you said, the 40s,
40s to 50s,
maybe?
long in there.
Okay. Well, that sounds fun. I know. Are you having a good time with
Oh,
this?
yes.
You have the fun part, I would
Well,
bet.
I do. I seem to be cast in some really fun roles recently.
There's a reason for that, because you're good at that. That's
Well, thank
perfect.
you. It is a lot of fun.
That is so fun. I love that. Now, like we said, it's not based on a book, which is different. So you've had to. It was a play and it was a movie.
Yes.
Correct. And Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart plays Elwood Dowd in the movie. And the movie came out in 52,
Somewhere around 50.
somewhere like that. So a few years after the play.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but who plays Elwood? I mean, are some of the other characters?
Michael Vick plays Elwood Dowd. Now, Michael is very young, but he is an excellent actor. And you will see a lot of growth from, I remember him as Tom Sawyer years ago. So he has really grown up in the theater, and he's a wonderful young actor.
He is young, but you could be made to look older with enough makeup. And
he's got to look like my brother. Actually, I think he's supposed to be my older brother, but he's going to be a little younger.
The beauty of theater with the makeup and things like that.
We're talking about aging some of the actors. I said, can you make me look a lot younger than I am? They said that would be a little more difficult.
Oh, well, it's okay. Enjoy where we are, Jane.
That's right.
Well, I am really excited about coming to see this. This should be a lot of fun. You said it's a comedy. Some of the children might not necessarily understand. It's not inappropriate for them, but just would go over their heads.
True.
Yeah, but even just the way we're performing it, I think I don't have any trouble with any of my kids coming to see it. It's not foul language or anything like that. They will understand a lot of it. We're just marketing it to the junior high and high schools because it deals with more of their studies than the younger schools. But if there's an elementary school that wants to come see it, give them a call, and you will enjoy it. If only for the comedy, you'll enjoy it.
That's true. Well, that's so fun. I'm excited about coming to see it. I don't have to put this on my calendar. Let's see. What else is coming up for Southern Dance and Performing Arts?
Well, in March we are going to be doing Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, the original version. It started off, the version we're doing is the one that actually appeared on television. It's the only thing they ever wrote for TV. And so we're doing that version of it. Leslie Ann Warren, it was her first role, if you remember her. And we'll be auditioning for that in November. Just keep following SDPAC, Southern Dance and Performing Arts, on Facebook, and we'll make the audition announcements there. Love to see folks come out and audition.
Is it a little different from the Disney version?
Yeah, different songs entirely.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's my favorite version from growing up. I watched it every time it came on television.
Oh,
loved it, and can't wait to try out to be a part of this one.
That's great. I have a part I think you would play. I don't know. I won't say. I don't have anything to do
I
with
want to be
it.
Cinderella, of course.
Well, I can tell you guys have a great time during
we do.
rehearsals and things, which
We
I
do.
know rehearsals are
long.
amping up, are long and
But they're
frequent.
fun.
I bet. Yeah. Is it hard to learn all the lines? Just lots of memory.
Yeah, I record everything and listen to it over and over and still forget.
That's a great way to do it, to
yes.
record it. and
It's on my phone. It goes with me everywhere.
You can do it in the car.
Yep, I do.
Oh, wow.
I do.
Yeah. Aren't you glad?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, that's
The airplane ride all the way to Alaska, I listened to my recordings over and over and over. And coming home and on the trip.
Wow, that's fun. Well, I know you do 3 or 4 productions a year, right? As
Yes.
part of your musical theater class and and more people involved.
Yes, and after we close Cinderella, we'll have a couple-month hiatus, and there will be a kids camp in I think June or July, and we will be doing Annie Jr. For that one. That's going to be a really, really fun show. And then we will have another show for the adulty things, more of our experimental theater, experimenting with locations and ways of doing theater, and we'll have that announced as well once we've got all the licensing set for that.
I like the way you kind of appeal to all ages, for children, for adults, for all ages. I think adults would enjoy any of it.
Of course.
But that is so fun. And you teach a musical theater class, is that
I do.
correct?
So yeah, we teach that as well. So that's how this kind of grew out of the musical theater program, because it's horrible to always practice and never get to play.
That's true. But it takes many more people than are in your musical theater class. I mean, with the backdrop, all of that, so many people.
Yeah, and a lot of people on stage are alumni of the musical theater class.
Wow.
So, yeah, a lot of the things that we teach, they're putting into action every show.
Wow. Have you had kids, I say kids, young or children or anybody, really come in kind of timid? That would not have been Michael, probably.
Probably not, but he started when he was 6.
Yes, yeah.
So,
I mean that as a wonderful, he's always, he's not too much. He's just, he's good at this. He's
well,
so
thank
good
you very
at that.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, I think it's very important to start at a young age and let them grow in the theater, because, you know, that's how we learn, is through doing it and through practice. So.
Have you seen kids really come out of their shell?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I bet.
All the way through, and yeah, some people who are just terrified to stand up in front of anybody, and then you get them on stage and train them how to deal with that. Once they drop into another character, it's a skill that you can carry the rest of your life.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I appreciate you doing that. We're almost out of time, so tell us one more time the dates and place and how to get tickets.
October 19th, 20th, 21st, 27th, and 28th, 7 o'clock p.m. all those nights except the 28th, which will be 2 o'clock at B.B. Comer High School Auditorium. Tickets are $15. You can get them at sdpac.net.
Yes, and the school shows will be on Tuesday and Thursday of that second week at B.B. Comer, and the schools are available. The schools tickets are available for, is it 5 each?
Yeah, I think the schools are subsidized.
School shows are less expensive, and if you're interested in tickets for that, you need to get on that right away, because some of those shows will fill up quickly.
They will. I know. Well, I know all ages will enjoy this. I look forward to coming and doing it. And thank you so much for what you're doing for the adults and the children in our community. I appreciate that so much.
And thank you, Mandy. We love coming on here, and thank you for everything that you're doing.
It's great. We're a great team.
That's right.
All right. And thank you so much for joining us on Library Connection.